I want to show you 5 useful maps in the region of Montreal, also Quebec. Snow maps, road traffic cams, reporting potholes on any road defect. So I'm going to just show you also the how to search on Google, but the links will be in the comment section. If, however, a link is old or doesn't work, just show with these keywords. Let's just go for the snow removal. Obviously, this map is going to work only when there is a snow removal operation inside the city. Let's hold. So this is Montreal City. Maybe we did had a snowstorm. In the left upper corner, we need to zoom in all the way, a lot of zooming, otherwise you will not see anything. Okay, now at the level of the streets, these are the streets, and we do have, it's clumsy here, but we do have a menu on the right side and tells you this means it's snowy. I'm not really sure about the colors, orange, red, whatever. This means there is going to be a snow removal operation, so you need to remove your cars, usually either from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. or from 7 a.m. 7 p.m. And so you really need to just focus on your, you can enter your address here to zoom in faster on your specific location inside the city. Okay, so just be aware of this thing. Now let's see another map. And yes, by the way, the snow removal indicators sometimes are being placed only a few hours in advance. By law, they must be there at least before 4 p.m. for a 7 p.m. snow removal. So that's only 3 hours in advance. You really be careful, especially people who work at night and stuff like this. We did have a lot of issues with this situation. Anyhow, this is Quebec 511 map, and I do have a more detailed video on this. It's a very good map with real life traffic, a road closing, road work. So you really want to check this map. I do show in another video how to make it work, this map, how to use these menus, the cameras and so on. But what is really important here is that you will have all the road work, and you will see if the street or a road is blocked. You will see it in red. It gives you all explanation, details, the dates for work. Traffic also, traffic right now, it's not that bad. See, this is 40 highway, so it tells you traffic is pretty slow. You have the cams, but sometimes you need to activate this in the right side menu. These are the traffic conditions, and this is the traffic webcam setting, so you need to check the cases and so on. Okay, this was for the entire Quebec province. Another map, info travels. This is road work, and it gives you, this is the link. We also again need to press the button. It gives you what kind of work is being done at the moment in Montreal. So you want perhaps you can zoom in by I'm not sure if you can search by address. Perhaps no, there's no address. The zoom in buttons are here. Scroll mouse don't always work. These are sites done by the government. Government contract, so you know how it works. Is really not the best results products if you want. So let's just zoom in. So you see the black line here. There is a you can zoom out by clicking here. I'm not sure you do have a menu. No, there isn't. It doesn't say what the line are, but you can just zoom in. We'll see that little bit, and then just hover with your mouse. You'll see the big hand, and at that point you just click on it, and that's giving you the hopefully like I said, it's really government work. So I'm not sure how you scroll. Okay, you just keep the left button down and try to move with the scroll wheel to get all the details and so on and so on. And it tells you disk map, I believe, is only French. So this says that the blockage is partial or complete. It doesn't. It's not that more clear than that. You can drag the little guy here. Perhaps it works just like Google Maps. Okay, sorry about this. Hold on a sec. Didn't drag the little. Is that a man? It should be a female too, right? Wearing all these. These are the garbage. Actually, I think this is for food. This is recycling. This is just a view of Montreal. It's a nice street, by the way. Uh, I think there is a lot of, that's a police car. There's a lot of, I'm moving on with the video in a moment, but there is a lot of talk about Montreal being a cool city or a chill or just kind of charming city. And my take on this is it's balanced. I think it's a very poor city compared to an American city, a wealthy American city. It's a very poor city. You see those small buildings, but it does have a charm. However, that charming part are not the old port, are not the tourist places in the downtown. The charming part are exactly this kind of small districts, not small districts, but if you want, lower income districts, which have this kind of tiny streets with, I don't know, this is really charming to have a walk on these streets in summertime. In wintertime, please forget about the city. Just go to Mont Tremblant if you like. But in summertime, it's a completely different city because of all of the trees. These are really cheap buildings. This is really wood and brick and nothing else. But it has a charm. I think it has a charm to walk the streets. And again, give me 30 more seconds. You actually need to just open a map like this and just drop, just to get the images locally, and just find by yourself one of these places, because you will get the hype hipster districts. I don't recommend those places. I do recommend the lower income districts, some of them, especially in the south area here, perhaps more around the state as well. There are nice places, completely uncommercial, but really that's, in my humble opinion, that's what you want to get from Montreal to have good memories, sweet memories, let's say. Okay, another really, and I mean really interesting website for Montrealers, and this is my plead for Montrealers. Please use this site. Please don't let the city decide when and how to repair the streets. Please use this site whenever you see a pothole or any kind of road damage or something like this. You want to use this site. I did use it several times. I was absolutely shocked how quickly, within days or weeks, the pothole was repaired after I did report it. It's not because I did report it that it was repaired. It's just that I'm saying that this site actually works often time. One of the very few things in this city, if not the province, that actually works often time. Okay, so let's just go for reporting a pothole, so to speak. You have this link here, which is not very clear. You also have these two options, but I'm urging you to go online and also take a picture. Very important. Continue without account. And again, we have zoom buttons. Did you notice first map, the zoom in buttons were there, second one were there, third one were there. It's provincial, it's government or city job. That's how it works. Brilliant. Anyhow, so if you zoom out a little bit, you will notice that in a weird orange color, you have this kind of, I don't know, indicator. It's just one, and you must find it on a map first. So it sits around here near the old port. So what you want to do is kind of zoom out to find your area. Let's say you are living here in North Montreal. You need to drag this guy near your area, and then you need to zoom in, recenter the map. I tell you, government contractors or city contractors, I'm not sure which one is the worst. They always use bad companies and pay them double or triple the price. That's just typical corruption. Anyway, so you want to just drag this guy here and just pin it on a location, and it will give you the address. I think you can also enter by hand the address, but just make sure you get the right address and you select the options to because it's kind of searching your address to display it in the right way, and you need to select this option here, the line that will appear. So it's quite clumsy, and one important thing is that this does not work for highways. This only works for the Montreal city streets. Highways are managed by the government. So this is a site for the city, not for the government. You notice if I point on the highway, I think this is the 40 highway. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I'm trying to do it. It will tell you, let me just make sure so I don't, okay, where is the highway? Yeah, it's the highway actually. So if you point it on the highway, if you've seen a pothole on the highway, we all know highways are really bad in Montreal. It's not going to work for the highway reporting or damage or something like this. I'm going to show you in a moment. Anyhow, so you just point it at your address or at the address where you've seen the problem. Then you click next. Let's say this is the address. Click next. And then you make, my suggestion is really to use a photo. Just select from your computer photo. And okay, a round hole in the road, this means pothole in French translation. Hole around the sewer, these are the covers, the sewer covers that oftentimes become really recessed, like they lower into the ground basically, and that makes a big pothole. It's really damaging car tires and so on and so on. So just select what it is here. You can give details and so on, and then select next and just send the report. Okay, so again, it does work oftentimes. Very surprising for me, at least I have used this several times. Now, if you see a problem on highways, I'm going to direct you to the site to report for the government of Quebec. You see, Minister of Transports, this is government institution, organization. There is no map for these guys, again, big uniformity in this country. There is no map, but there is a way to report problems, and the ministry, it's only in French. There is no English name for this ministry. We are by law bilingual, but thank you. So we are going to select nous joindre, which means contact us. And then, only then here you have an English button, but I think it's going to switch you pages. Let's see in a moment. Yes, it takes you away from that page. So if you are an English person, it's not racist. You don't have the right to report a pothole on highways only, but inside the city you have the right. So it's a very, we are still evolving. By the way, I'm not pro-English or pro-French. I'm just showing you the cracks in this whatever institutions. Okay, so we have here commentaire. Commentaire means comment. I think you also have there was like something. Okay, intervention immédiate. Intervention immédiate means urgent intervention. So if it's really something like a truck caught in fire, or a crash or something, an accident, whatever, usually you call 911, but you can also tell them maybe it's something else. But usually I would say if it's a really big incident, just call 911. They will just deal with it. But commentaire, it's where I do report potholes and damage on the street or something like this. So we don't have this link. If you are an English-speaking person, I guess you can write in English, I guess. But if the worker is a French guy, a Quebecer guy, we don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so it says, are you a person, grand public, or are you a business? So grand public, I'm going to say we are a person, individual. Now, you just fill in the form and just click suivant. Suivant means next. And just complete. Again, I think you can also post a picture or something like this and just say it's a pothole on this highway, damage, blah, 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 blah. I want to mention one very, very last thing. If you are driving on a highway in the Quebec province and you see an sorry, my throat, an obstacle on the road, like a big debris that fell from a truck or something like this, that it's putting in danger car, just grab your cell phone safely. If you are driving, grab your cell phone and dial 511, and you can report that debris or incident or something like this, but especially for debris. directly to the Ministry of Transport, and they will send one of those trucks to clear the street. 511, by the way, is the same as this number here. This is for the Quebec Transport. You see, this is the Minister of the Quebec Transport. So 511 is how you communicate with these people, and that also works. They will ask you while you are driving, or if you are stopped, they will ask you your specific location on the highway. So you will need to kind of try to get a reference. I'm at this kilometer or near this exit or near this intersection or something like this. But this works again on the highways only. That's how you report something object that does block the road or poses a danger for cars. Okay, I hope it helps you. I think there is quite a few, not information, but tools actually that we have here in Quebec. I must praise them, and I must just say that although it's clumsy to use, oftentimes there are these tools that are really useful, and I have just a feeling that a lot of people are not aware of this. So just make use of these tools. They are for you. Let's see what's the traffic on the Décarie right now. It's pretty packed. Yeah, pretty packed. You see, I'm not sure. You cannot really zoom in unless you zoom your screen. So this shows you southward. This is sorry, northward direction. So I'm going to guess this looks at the north. This is Décarie North, and this is Décarie South, and you also see Décarie Service as well. So it's useful. It's useful, and it can just help you manage your displacement, not displacement, but your trips, road trips. Thanks for watching.